Make sure y'all could see me. Plenty. What's going on, y'all? I just wanted to talk about, I guess there's a new movie out now. It's kind of crazy. But it kind of coincides with what I was talking about in regards to the Blue House and the Red House. And this is not to clout chase. Matter of fact, I'm not even going to mention the movie because I don't want no clout chasing and I don't want nobody saying anything negative. But the new movie is talking about, where I'm talking about with vampires, music, spirituality. It breaks all of that down. Everything I've been pretty much talking about. What certain people will do to get where they're at now, right? The movie's breaking all of that down, right? It even talks about family. To the kamoon, I cannot lie. All right? But yes, the Red House and the Blue House, right? The red crown and the blue crown, all right? The separation, the division, which you know about in Egypt. And then you got your social, modern day stuff. You got your political stuff. It's deep, man. Like I said, there's the separation of the choices that you make. Losing your soul. Losing that spiritual essence, the thing that gives you value. I don't know if anybody's realized that anytime people become vampires, they call them the undead, right? That means a part of them is gone. Almost like you lost your soul. And now they're part of what's the word I want to say? Now that the soul is gone, it's then replaced partially by some type of demonic possession. Right? So it's half of you, and then I guess half of a demon. Right? So the demon is using your body as a vessel. Right? It's scary, man. But you see that they don't take you. They can't take the sun. And then you hear about the holy water, and you hear about the garlic. I don't know how true those things are. I guess we'll all find out, right? But we know now about the sun, the things that's taking place with the skies, right? From the cloud making machines to chemtrails to weather that is weird. I remember when I was in Georgia. I was living in Georgia. It'd be weeks before you even seen the sun. The skies would just be gray all the time. Right? But it starts to make sense now. It's kind of, like I said, it's kind of scary, it's kind of creepy that these entities could be walking amongst us. That's why I try to tell people, do what you gotta do during the day. Don't really walk around at night, because this vampire stuff seems like it's real, it's scary. You see entertainers talk about it. You see entertainers showing you in their musical art form that they're vampires. You see all the plasma places, all the blood banks, and you wonder whom or what is those things supporting? What are you really supporting? Right? Missing men, women, and children. Alright? This has been going on for centuries. Alright? You got your movie called, what's that movie called again? Is it Underworld? I think it's Underworld. The vampires versus the Lycans. Right? Right? But these stories, I think all this stuff is pretty much telling us something, right? It's low-key telling us something. That's why I'm very, very skeptical. I don't trust a lot of people. I try to keep to myself. I know now for a fact that I am priceless. Right? There's no monetary value that can go on my persons or the blood that runs through my veins, the essence, my energy, my aura, right? It's priceless, right? But then I've got people telling me how I'm broke and I'm this and I'm that. But reality is they're broke because they need me. They need my blood. They need my plasma. They need my essence. Sometimes they even use my hair. I told you when I cut my hair off in Egypt, they were wearing my hair. I left my hair in Egypt and they were wearing my hair. All right? And then they had me trapped in Egypt playing games. Right? I just wanted to go there and visit and then continue to travel. But the vampire thing is worldwide. Alright? The vampiric energies are worldwide. Alright? These are parasites, they're leeches. Alright? They live off of others. They cannot stand on their own 2 feet. Alright? They need you to survive. So yeah, they're going to keep you poor so that they can get you to go donate for a couple of dollars so they can continue to live off of you. I know because I was going through it. Alright? Tanish, you are finished. You're finished. It's crazy, man. You're finished, buddy. You see, the thing is, your mother, wife, girlfriend, lover, whomever she is, your creator, right? She called you her plaything, right? But I want you to stop playing with me, because I'm not playing with you. All right? You are her plaything. All right? I want you to stop playing with me. All right? I'm serious. But you know, don't worry about it. I can show you better than I can tell. Yeah, she said you're her plaything. All right? Man. But yeah, I think it's interesting. I'm definitely going to catch the movie recap whenever the movie recap comes out on YouTube. From the characters, I see one where it's red, one where it's blue. It's racism, the depression. It's kind of crazy. Very similar to what we're going through now. The depression, racism, red and blue, vampires, music, sell your soul, blood, plasma, energy, vampiric energies. Right? It's very similar to what we're going through now. Keep people poor. Hey, if you're poor, or if you're broke or you're struggling, hey, go donate some plasma. Go donate some blood. Right? But if you ask yourself, who are you really supporting? Who are you really keeping alive? If you was to stop donating blood or stop donating plasma, you would see the real truth. Alright? I know this may seem like entertainment, but some things I'm saying might be going over your head. But we're living into some very, very scary times. Reality is not real. Right? The people that are worthless, that are really broke, have made themselves into the people that appears to us as though they're rich and they got it like that. When the reality is they're broke. If you don't have a soul in the cosmos, you're broke. Right? But in this reality, based on maybe the technology and the spiritual curses and witchcraft and things of that nature, they flipped reality. So they'll tell you that they're rich, they got it, right? And then they tell you that you're broke, but reality is you're rich, you got it, right? And they don't got it, right? That's the game. Chosen ones, pay attention to that. Chosen ones, you are priceless. You are wealthy beyond this physical reality. You understand? Chosen ones, you are wealthy, extremely wealthy. Do not let these fake liars, aliens, vampires lie to you and tell you that you're broken, you're worthless. All right? You are priceless. You are extremely wealthy. All right? This is the truth. These are facts. This is cosmic reality. They have taken this physical reality and flipped it upside down. They're the ones that are broke. They need us. They have been leeching off of us. All right? You wonder sometimes why, when you look at history, when you look at certain, as far as like architecture and art and things of that nature, back then, before the flipping of reality, people had time to work on their art craft and work on things that they liked and desires, right? Just being creative as a whole, right? They had time to be creative, right? They weren't so busy working for vampires, for leeches, for poor people, right? Because they have flipped reality and told you that you're poor when reality is you're extremely wealthy. They're the ones that are poor because they're leeching off of you. They live off of you, all right? They live off of you. It's crazy. They have switched reality. Biggest example, like I said, reality is not real. Africa is supposed to be poor, but we know that everything comes from Africa. Everything. But you're told that Africa is the poorest continent. That's the witchcraft. That's the spell. That's the technology that's flipped reality right before our eyes. Right? That's just one example. What you see physically is happening spiritually. Right? The reality of things is going to be a hard pill to swallow. I'm just excited and I'm waiting to see the skies open up and to see the glory of the universal creator when he shows up. Right? That's what I'm waiting for. That's what I'm patiently waiting for. Chosen ones, remember that you are priceless. You are extremely wealthy in regards to the cosmos. Do not let these entities in this third dimensional realm fool you and let you feel like you're worthless and you're not of any value. You are. That's why they need your essence. They need your presence. They need They need your everything. Right? They need your time. Time is money, right? And you give people your time to do things in return for currency. But now, you give them your blood, you give them your plasma, you give them your, give them your hair. These are all forms of your energy. This is all forms of you. Oh, can't do that too long. My back be hurt. Hey, stay focused. I think the movie's interesting. Metaphysically, it's deep. When I get a chance to look at it some more, I don't know, maybe I'll do another breakdown on it. But metaphysically, it looks deep. It talks about vampirism, red and blue colors, family, spirituality. You see the witchcraft aspect of it, music. What you would do. What will you do? And another thing too, that's deep. I've seen in most vampire movies, especially, what was the name of that movie? The Boys. The Boys is a good movie. The Boys is a very, very good movie. The Boys is great. I like that movie. It was entertaining. All right? Do not let them in. Do not invite a vampire inside of your house. Don't invite a vampire inside of your life. All right? Just like the scripture says, get thee behind me, Satan. Do not let a vampire into your life. That's why I told you, if you have to, hopefully for some of y'all it's not too late. No new friends. Be careful of who want to come around you and just all of a sudden want to be your friend. I got to be cautious now. People want to shake my hand. I got to be very, very cautious now. One of my neighbors tried to come and shake my hand. I was like, nah. And his hand was filthy, dirty. What you see physically is happening spiritually. He just came from work and he tried to shake my hand. Nah. So be careful, chosen ones. All right? Be careful. All right? No new friends, especially at this time. We are going into the last days. All right? It could be the last hours, weeks, days, months, years, possibly. Right? You don't know friend from foe. Be careful. Just be mindful of everybody. All right? Be mindful of everybody. Test their spirits. Make sure that they're a good person. They're genuine. That they're true. That they're not a vampire in disguise, a demon in disguise. Right? Make sure that you don't feel tired when you're around it. Right? That they're not leeching on your energy. They have real vampires and then they have what is known as energy vampires. Right? You have the vampires that need your blood or your plasma to live. Right? But then you have energy vampires too that energetically want to be around you. Right? They're literally pulling your energy. You'd be like, man, I'm tired. Because they're pulling the energy from you. So they're energy vampires too. All right, I'm out. I'm not talking too long. I talked way longer than I wanted to. All right, it was just, it's the movies.